Greetings viewers, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. I think it was sometime in July after I got the dump trailer. Plan to do another video on the dump trailer, update on it and how I'm still thoroughly disappointed in Big Tex. I know a lot of you subscribed for the content on the renovation of this house, but due to the current state of affairs for 2020, the house has been kind of on hold. Those of you that are in the trades or work with lumber or price lumber, you know that in just the last few months, the price of lumber has exploded exponentially, over doubling. 2x4 stud, regular 2x4x8. Pine kiln dried studs were like $2.12 at the beginning of the summer. They're now, as of yesterday when I went to Home Depot, almost $6 a stick. They're like $5.80 something, and I'm just not going to pay that extra cost to buy lumber and building supplies. So the house is going to sit for a while. You know, we did get the living room done. We've still got this master bedroom to fix. Still plan to put a front porch and covered front porch on the house. Probably gonna knock this gable end off and make a large gable end. I'm not exactly sure what ways we're gonna change this house around, but as you know, in talking, I think I might have mentioned it in previous videos, this is actually going to be a rental house. I'm not going to live in it myself. It's far too big for me myself to live in, being that when we're done with the renovation and changing the floor plan, that this will be a 3-bed, 2-bath house, whereas now it's a 2-bed, 1-bath. But very easily, with minimal changes to the floor plan, can we correct that? So apologies for that. I know I was pretty regularly at the beginning of last year putting out videos on this house, but we've slowed down to nothing on it, and I've been focusing mainly on my main channel. I know this channel hasn't gotten much coverage, but I'm going to try as we get into the cooler months of the year to get back on it. This is my Mac Tools truck for you of those that are not subscribed to my Mr. Subaru channel and have only subscribed to the channel here that is At Home on the Farm. We've added some equipment. I got an enclosed trailer with a Spartan 0-turn mower. I've been using it all season. Might do a video on the Spartan mower. This Mac Tools truck, it's a 1997 Chevrolet P30 step van. I bought it last week. Currently waiting on some parts. We had some issues. This thing set for 10 years and we drove it home 12 miles, and the issues of sitting so long, seized front caliper and things of that nature, and dry rotted tires. You know, we're going to be doing some videos on that on the Mr. Subaru channel. So if you're not subscribed there, which I think most of you that are subscribed here came from my main channel, check that out. Might be doing those videos on this channel because it seems my main channel is not very receptive to some of the stuff. That's my little 1994 Subaru Sandbar imported from Japan. This little K truck. Those of you that don't know what they are, it's a little 660cc 4-cylinder manual transmission, 4-wheel drive, utilitarian work truck, and I absolutely love it for out here on the farm. It's better than any side-by-side because it, as you see, it's got a tag on it. It is street legal here in South Carolina. Only things I wish it had that it didn't: I wish I'd gotten one with a supercharger, which they do have an optional supercharger for them, and I wish I'd gotten factory air conditioning, which this one doesn't have, but it hasn't been unbearable with the floor vents and the blower motor going and windows down during the summer. I lived with it from July when I purchased it to now, and minimal complaints in the creature comforts. The old Caterpillar D2, I think we did the video on it on this channel. I don't know if I did it on my Subaru channel or this channel. I think it was this channel. I've had it since July last year, I believe, is when I purchased it. Haven't really done anything but move it a couple feet around here under the pecan trees in the front yard. I do know that I need a head gasket for it. When I got it, it had barely any coolant in it at all. If you recall that video, we did have it running. It ran and drove onto the trailer, ran and steered, you know, while we had it going. But the issue is the starting engine, the pony engine, is missing parts of the fuel and ignition system, and I can't find those parts. Cat no longer offers them, and I've not had any luck salvage finding them. So it runs if you pull start it, but I can't pull start it by myself, you know, to get it to work. But the second main issue was the fact the head gasket's leaking. As I said, didn't have coolant in it, topped it up, and coolant started running out between the head and the block, so pretty badly blown, but it did run fairly well. So I don't really want to pull this head off out here. I'm still in the process of trying to get my shop built. I don't know if I mentioned that on this channel or not. I know I've mentioned it several times on my main channel, but I've been looking since June of this year, trying to get a 50 by 100 by 16 steel building built. The 574 and 766. Still need to repaint the 766. Have not gotten to that yet. Really need that building as well built so I can park these inside and don't have them sitting out here in the elements. So one of the actual last filmed videos for the channel, I believe it was the video right before the Big Tex trailer video, was on the mobile home and stating I was going to get starting on the mobile home due to the fact that it needed far less work to become rent ready than the brick house. And you know, we went on the roof, checked the roof, we cut back all those limbs that were overhanging the roof, and that was like a week or two before I picked up the Big Tex dump trailer. Well, as you may or may not remember, I don't know if I even mentioned in the video, I mentioned May or night. So as you may recall from that video, if I mentioned it, I can't actually recall right now if I did or not. This house was the house I grew up in. And after my father's death, my mother hoarded, and the house is full of junk and trash and just very embarrassing to me. And got the dump trailer up here. You may notice that the whole front porch has been cleared off. I don't know if I actually showed that in the other video, but it was full of junk. I hauled all that off to the landfill. I cleaned out quite a bit. I took one whole trailer load of junk out of the house already, but the private landfill I'm using is all dirt road and red clay, and we've been getting rain at least once a week here in South Carolina, so I don't want to take anything out to the landfill. It's been the weather's been affecting it because my Duramax is a two-wheel drive, my big white dually, and I don't want to sink this trailer and my truck out there at the landfill. So kind of on hold with cleaning out the rest of the house. It is, you know, I think it's about 60, low 60 degrees today, really nice outside. I actually put pants on, no shorts today. So it's not unbearably hot like it was earlier this year, and, you know, work on it. But again, the price of lumber being the way it is, I'm not going to, you know, go buy all the materials at double the price, over the double the price to start on the renovation. Depending on the price of OSB plywood. I know OSB is through the roof, but plywood I've heard is actually cheaper right now. I don't know if it's cheaper than it had been or just it's cheaper by comparison. But I do plan, if we get some good weather and it's not, you know, raining for, if we don't have any rain in the forecast for, you know, a 7-10 day stretch, I do plan to pull the back part of the roof off and fix that because it's getting really bad. And if this winter is like the last 3 winters we've had here in the South, it's going to be very, very rainy and wet. And I don't think that roof will withstand another heavy winter's rain without just collapsing back there in that back bedroom that was my bedroom. So we're going to have to do something about that sooner than later, even if we don't do the rest of the renovation on the house. You may see there's some patchy grass here. Actually took some of the dirt that I got. I don't know if I don't think I made a video talking about that, but during the summertime, the highway in front of the farm was repaved, and I got a ton of dirt out of the deal from the DOT. So I filled in this area where water had been running off and made a big nasty hole, cleared all the junk off. This was really well overgrown. If I have some pictures, I'll put it in. I don't think I got it on video, but just been trying to clear all the junk up, make it look less like a run-down shanty. And went and planted some grass seed about a month ago, 2 months ago, just to keep that from washing back out. It mainly grew in pretty well. I think I need to go get another load of winter mixed grass seed and do some more seeding over here. I've also noticed that I've got a gopher issue. I've got freaking gopher mounds and runs everywhere out here, which wasn't an issue I noticed previously, but just in the last month or so, I've noticed tons of gophers. I don't know if you can see this on the video, but there's a lot of, I'm not sure if they're yellow jackets or bees. I hope I do not have a giant beehive in this wall, but from the activity coming in and out, I believe I might. And yeah, I think that might be a bee. I don't think that's a yellow jacket, so I'm really hoping I don't have to call a bee expert out here to extract a gigantic hive. But yeah, you're seeing they're coming in and out maybe on the video, so got bee issues now to worry about. So before we close out the video, we'll talk about the Big Tex dump trailer again, which I'm still thoroughly disappointed in. Big Tex has been no help to me, and I'm not going to spend any more money with them. And actually plan to buy a larger flatbed gooseneck Big Tex trailer after I paid this one off. But the crap quality, the welds, the rust, all the rust coming out of the frame rails and stuff every time it rains, because none of that was painted or treated, and the welds are just crap, and they're just barely stitch welded in a couple of different places. And you know, you can see all the rust coming out of here and out of here, and just, it's no better than it was. I'm just pissed is all it boils down to at the end of the day, that, you know, right at $10,000 I paid for this thing, and it's a big old hunk of junk. I mean, it functions. I've hauled several loads off, hydraulics working all, but the quality in construction and what I got for my money, it just doesn't do it for me. I expected more with their reputation than stuff like that. You know, that blown out corner and all the crap welds. You know, it just sucks. Everyone says, you know, Big Tex is one of the best in the game, but you can't prove it by me. So that does it for the video. A little short update. You know, just explaining why I've been so sporadic with uploading on this channel. Things going on. Before I close out, one thing I'll mention, I have been building a house with Habitat for Humanity. Started that project in February, and we just finished the house here. Friday was the dedication, which was October 30th, and today is November 1st. I'm not sure if I'll upload this video today or it'll be later in the week, but I might put in a couple pictures and videos of the Habitat house. So it's not that I've been sitting around not working on anything. I have been building a house. I've just not been working on my own houses. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Stick around for picture and video montage of the Habitat build.